welcome to this waxing night. I'm your host, Moon, just a nerdy girl doing nerdy things, and sometimes even moony things. Tonight we're back with some more 11 Deepspace. I'm just gonna be continuing the story, but last time we we did Silas' birthday event, where I thought it was gonna be a short stream. Ended up me being grinding to get Silas's birthday card. That was a wild ride. But before we do anything, I did notice that I had like a 10 pull on standard, so let's go. Let's just start off the night with some gacha. Okay, that's a 4-star. I got it. Okay. Oh, nice abs. All right. So story. What to tomorrow? Now. Okay, so we did Zane's branch, Raphael's branch, and Xavier's. And we can do Xavier's branch tonight. These are pretty story intense chapters. All right. After some investigating, combined with a vague hunch, I've identified a highly suspicious wanderer. Andrew was tracking it, but it's been several days since I got a response. This lull allows me to test a new gear Simone modified for me before the next mission. The only problem is that my partner, who promised to join me for this trial, is late as usual.
10 rings! The training session is over now!
That's Simone for you. She can turn even the simplest sidearm into something extraordinary. I switch on the safety and put away my gun. My gaze drifts to the empty lane beside me. Looks like Xavier, king of tardiness, didn't get the chance to try out the new gear first.
But at least I have the luck of a partner who's always thinking about me.
Stop. The door to the shooting range opened without me noticing. Xavier leans against the doorframe and smiles.
I got caught up following a new lead. I didn't have time to tell you.
Is it about that case you've been digging into? You've been really mysterious about it. Time you filled me in. He raises the cup in his hand as he speaks.
Let's talk over a cup of coffee first. I'll tell you everything then.
I follow Xavier to the training room's lounge area. I grab the cup of coffee he offers me. I cautiously take a small sip. Sip! Oh, that was an interesting slip of the tongue. Yeah, let me just... Hi and bye, story! I cautiously take a small sip. It's a little hot and sort of weak, but it's still decent. You made this?
The coffee machine did all the work. I just put in the beans and provided the cup.
It sounds like you didn't do too much, but the coffee isn't bad. I personally, I do not like coffee. I like my cream and sugar with a dash of coffee. Hearing this, Xavier chuckles. So, your investigation is coffee related?
Certain people were smuggling painted protocore fragments in the coffee beans. I had to attend as a judge at the coffee contest. I figured that with all the effort they put in, there would be a clue about the ether cores. But all we got were some modified, regular protocores.
Oh, I thought... I pause and my gaze falls into the cup in my hand.
What is it?
I thought you were being sweet and thought of me and got me coffee. Since joining Special Operations, Xavier and I busied ourselves with tracking down leads on ether cores. But I always had a feeling that he was carrying out this secret mission even long before he joined. I also think it's connected to Xavier's other secrets, but this isn't the right time to delve into them. I held myself back from saying, I thought you'd know something related to the ether core's whereabouts. I thought you had more solid leads than Simone and I.
Oh, I figured you'd ask something more probing.
I can have my moments of tact. How so? As if reading my mind, Xavier gives me a chance to steer the direction of this conversation. But when Xavier lowers his head in response to my question, it almost seems like he's slightly upset.
Isn't there anything you genuinely want to ask?
Stop, don't look at me like that. Despite everything we've been through so far, I've never really pressed Xavier about his connection to the ether core. In that case... how much do you know about the ether cores? You must know more about the ether cores than the association, right?
In your mind, am I more capable than all of the association's hunters combined?
The association has its network, but maybe you're aware of things they can't access. His fingers lightly tapped the wooden table in the lounge area.
I'm not entirely sure how many ether cores there are, let alone their capabilities. Their power comes from the very core of the cosmos. If fully awakened, they would spell disaster for the world.
Noticing my thoughtful expression, he smiles and gently smooths the furrow between my brows.
I know, you aren't satisfied with my answer. But there are some truths you have to see and decide for yourself.
Xavier's hunter's watch as well as mine beep at the same time as he finishes speaking.
The wanderer you identified earlier, the one associated with the beta protocurve energy, is confirmed to be related to the ether cores. The detailed information has been synchronized with your device's data log. Get ready to head out.
Alright.
This wanderer will also be difficult to deal with. Should I ask Simone to assist you?
That won't be necessary. My best mission partner is back. The call ends. I raise an eyebrow at Xavier. I should witness the truth and answers I'm after for myself. But that doesn't mean I have to do it alone. One last question. I'd like to know if my partner is willing to fight alongside me for this, and whether or not it's just for today.
I believe this answer will meet your expectations. I'll always be with you, beyond just today.
Oh, thank you. So sweet. Shut up, Caleb. We're working with Xavier right now. Alright, so lately several students at Prestara University have disappeared after being attacked by the same wanderer, only to mysteriously reappear on campus a few days later. Although these students return unscathed, they have no memory of what happened while they were missing. Okay, so the objective is to find out the reasons behind these disappearances and eliminate the wanderer on campus. Oh, hi Kuro! Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Oh my gosh, the school fits. Whew. Excuse me. A hand reaches over, turns off the interface of my hunter's watch, and adjusts my cuffs before pulling away.
If you keep staring at it, everyone will soon figure out we're hunters.
Got it. I lower my arm and glance at Xavier, who's walking next to me. You're right, Xavier, my astronomy buddy. The warm autumn sun peeks out from behind the leaves. It casts dappled light onto the corner of his mouth.
That sounds a little staged. You're my journalism schoolmate, remember?
3 days ago, the wanderer that Andrew tracked using the beta protocurve showed up at Prestara University. Oh, you're fine, dude. You're fine. Gotta get that food. I mean, like, okay, I will let you guys in on the reason why I pushed back stream for an hour. I was getting a deep dish cheese pizza from a very specific place. That took a little while to get to. It was good though. It was good pizza. And I think I have a slice left, so I can probably eat that tomorrow morning before I run my errands. But yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Like, I'm not gonna fault you for eating. Oh, you also got pizza. What kind of pizza? Considering the recent student disappearances at the university, the association has assigned us the mission to eliminate this wanderer. To prevent any unnecessary panic, Xavier and I are pretending to be students. Pepperoni? I mean, I've had turkey pepperoni, and I would say that's a solid choice. Pizza's pizza. Ooh, buy one, get one free. Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely take up that deal. With the university's help, we'll be conducting interviews with the attacked students under the guise of a campus TV station.
You're walking too fast.
My wrist is gently pulled, bringing me back to the moment. I realize I've been rushing. This is the pace I'm used to when I'm on a mission. I look around and purposely slow down. But we finally found a wanderer that's connected to the ether cores. I'd rather move quickly to prevent any problems from happening.
You seem eager.
Aren't you? Xavier adjusts my backpack straps as it starts to slip.
Information about the ether cores is always shrouded in secrecy. Out of 100 leads, one might get you somewhere at best. This lead seems unusually straightforward.
It's almost as if it's been set up for us to find. Is that what you want to say?
It's just a guess.
You might be right, but with the lead right before our eyes, I can't shake the feeling that we need to check it out ourselves.
Yeah, you really are the powerful and impressive evolver everyone's been talking about. But before we meet those students, our first job is to act as students.
As we talk, we end up walking down a tree-lined path and arrive at a bustling square. Around us, numerous sleek temporary booths are set up. Students are excitedly weaving through them. Oh, is there a festival?
Prestara University Club recruitment.
There are so many people. Well, let's take a different route. It's almost time for our scheduled interview, and it wouldn't look good for us if we were late.
Yeah, it'll take a while. But how about we use this opportunity to relive our student days for a bit?
How are we going to do that? Xavier stares at me. Then he fixes my hair and takes off his non-prescription glasses. He puts them on my face.
Much better.
Does this make me look more like a student?
It just looks nice.
Hi, are you a freshman this year? You seem perfect for the lead role in our film club's latest project. Are you interested?
While the club member looks down to find the registration form, the corner of Xavier's mouth slightly curls up.
What did I say?
I feel like Xavier was throwing his teammate under a bus, but this trick surprisingly works. By the time we arrived at our scheduled interview spot, I'm completely in student mode.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
The tall, lanky boy gives a slightly uneasy smile, his head sinking lower as he speaks.
The students who disappeared earlier are waiting in the classroom. They only know it's for a campus TV interview.
Sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
I mean, just keep the questions simple and try not to scare anyone.
Okay, so that was intentional.
After all, they've all had encounters with the Wanderer. Let's make sure we don't add to their trauma.
Understood. We'll be careful. As we enter the classroom, several pairs of curious, wary eyes quickly focus on us. I clear my throat and offer a genuinely friendly smile. Hi, I'm a broadcast journalism major and a member of the campus television station. This is my partner. Xavier steps forward but doesn't speak, which prompts me to continue. He's the one who will handle the microphone and camera. He's an astronomy major. Our simple introduction doesn't achieve the effect we wanted. Perhaps the Wanderer did give them quite the scare. They scrutinize us warily, but no one responds.
Hi,
A bag full of drinks appears from behind the door. The person holding it hesitates, struggling to guess her a couple of times. I take the bag. The vice president shyly smiles, then silently moves to sit by the classroom's back door. He's definitely an introvert. Cooperating with us on the university's behalf must be tough for him. Yeah, he's a mood. When I distribute the drinks with Xavier, the classroom's tense atmosphere begins to soften. As I try to come up with an appropriate icebreaker, Xavier nudges my elbow.
Oh, right. Didn't we meet up downstairs this morning?
I'm confused, so I manage only a grunt in response.
I think I forgot to check in for my morning class.
You're an astronomy major. Aren't you taking Dr. Ulysses' course?
It takes me a moment to realize that Xavier's somber tone doesn't match his hopeful eyes. As I move the chair, I lean in close to Xavier's ear. Did you do your research ahead of time?
I just threw out a question and didn't expect it to go anywhere.
Straining his posture, Xavier smiles and looks at the student who responds to his question earlier.
Yeah, his classes are really tough.
The student relaxes as the conversation begins to flow more naturally.
I knew it. When it comes to the strictest professor at Prestara University, no one can beat Dr. Ulysses. But it's not that bad. While he's strict in class, he's pretty chill on the basketball court when classes are over. Actually, I missed one of Dr. Ulysses' meetings because of that Wanderer incident. Thanks for reminding me. I need to catch up with him later.
Oh, sweet. Info.
You're welcome.
Xavier adjusts his position and gives me a knowing look. Seeing Xavier's cue, I quietly switch on the recorder and casually throw out a question. Besides missing out on that meeting, can you tell us a bit more about what happened after the attack? You can say whatever you want. Don't worry, we won't disclose any personal information. The students exchange looks. They seem resolved to speak.
I'll go first then.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but his eyes seem to go blank for a moment after he said that.
This is what we call a white hole, a theoretical region of space-time. If we reverse
What are you
all the
doing?
symbols in the equation representing the
I'm not actually here for the
space-time,
lecture.
then in
Because
this
what?
very
We might as well
space,
look the
objects are
part.
no longer unable to
I slide the open
escape,
textbook to the center of the
or
desk,
rather,
line up my
can
notebook and
only
pens, and place a water bottle to the side. Your desk is so neat. It's only a matter of time before the professor notices, and the professor stopped talking. He's gonna scold us. According to a student's account, the incident occurred outside the classroom. He was heading to a meeting with the professor. I decided to talk to this professor to see if we can gather any new clues. So I dragged Xavier with me the next day, and we snuck into his class.
Yeah, it's a perfect disguise. The way you quickly claimed a seat in the back was nice and clean, too.
The back row is the VVVIP section. It has a great view and ambience, perfect for relaxes, entertainment, and even spotting two students in the back row secretly holding hands under their desk, I casually changed the subject. Where did you prefer to sit when you were in school?
I didn't have a particular preference, but I usually sat in the back, too.
No, I need to make
The
sure I
sunlight
could
was
see.
nice,
So I
and
sat in the
breeze
front.
was refreshing.
Well, whenever I had like the chance to choose, I would sit in front. How comfortable were the desks and chairs?
They were okay.
As our casual chat drifts on, I flip open my notebook and turn my attention back to our mission. Even though we learned a lot of details from talking to the students affected by the attack yesterday, we didn't find anything notable. Those 5 students were either normal people or evolvers. They encountered the Wanderer in various spots. Some were on the tree-lined path and others were in labs, and they woke up in different places afterward. This Wanderer doesn't seem to be limited to indoor or outdoor spaces. There's no clear pattern to where it shows up. Oh my gosh. Delta, get food! Hold on. Where's... Alright. Alright, I have proficiently yelled at my friend to get food. Alright. Back to the story.
It's not completely random, though.
Xavier takes a pen from me and draws a few circles on my notebook.
All the incidents happened at night. If that's connected to the Wanderer's behavior, then we can narrow our search. Also, all these students just started college this year.
Huh. So the Wanderer's attacking freshmen at night? Sounds like a predator. Does that mean something?
Maybe this Wanderer thinks freshmen are easy targets.
Then it must have access to the university's enrollment system. I'm back. There were some loud noises. I didn't want to subject you guys to that. Alright, back to it. I flipped through the notebook pages again, and yet nothing clicks. It seems like the Wanderer is targeting the students at random, but I can't believe it's just coincidence.
In this world, many coincidences are often part of a larger scheme.
Also want to ask chat, does audio sound okay? Like the game audio, because on my end at least, Xavier sounds a bit distorted. I don't know if that's just me.
These students are being chosen for a reason. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Some Wanderers do target certain individuals. For example...
You! Over there!
Uh-oh. Realizing the sudden silence around me, I look up to see Dr. Ulysses on the podium. He's smiling.
Yes, I'm talking to you, young lady in the back row. Come up here and show everyone what a Morris Thorn wormhole is.
Aw, shit. Well, that's embarrassing. I never thought I'd get caught talking in class. For a moment, I'm stunned and don't know how to respond.
No? Then let's have your friend try. Come along now.
I tug at Xavier's clothes and quickly whisper, "Let me do it. If I mess up, I'll just apologize." Xavier reassuringly squeezes my hand, stands up, and confidently walks to the podium. The classroom lights dim and a holographic projection appears from his fingers. It forms the image of the universe.
In theory, the Morris Thorn wormhole is a traversable wormhole. It is spherically symmetrical and features a throat that bridges two black holes. The throat is a finite spherical region containing negative energy density matter to counteract gravitational forces inside the wormhole.
All right, Xavier's killing it. As Xavier speaks in a measured tone, the stars shift under his touch to gradually form a wormhole model. The lights from distant planets flicker before us, and his silhouette seemingly stretches across light years. For a moment, I wonder, was Xavier like this back in college?
Correct. The negative energy's repulsive gravitational properties keep the wormhole's throat open, allowing matter or signals to pass through. Time travel becomes possible with this model. For example, the deep space tunnel above us might very well be a giant wormhole. The mysterious deep space signals could then make their way to our distant Earth. Perhaps certain materials, or even other forms of life, can find us through these cosmic channels.
What are you thinking about?
I snap back to reality. Xavier has crossed the starry expanse and now stands before me. He's within arm's reach once more. I'm curious. Were you really an astronomy graduate?
Who knows? I have too many diplomas at home. I need to check first.
Huh? You got many as Dr. Ratio? When the bell rings signaling the end of the lecture, the classroom empties out quickly, even though it was packed just moments ago. As the professor starts to pack, I approach him. I'm about to ask about the students who were attacked.
Xavier, have you been a deep space hunter for so long that you want to relive your college days?
Huh? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be like half of that soundboard eventually. Just yelling. just yelling at people to properly take care of themselves. Or to wake up bottoms. The professor walks away from the podium, one hand holding his bag and the other in his pocket. His serious demeanor is gone.
Hello. Are you also a deep space hunter? His colleague, perhaps?
This is Ulysses. He's an old friend of mine. Now he works as an assistant professor.
Yeah, it's for a
I was
good
promoted
cause.
to associate professor 2 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First, there was Jeremiah, a mysterious florist. Now it's a university physics professor. I'm once again shocked by how unpredictable Xavier's social circle is.
Let's get back to business. You're not the type of person to visit without a reason. Did something happen at the university?
I'm on a mission.
Well, if you're involved, it can't be just any mission. Should I be expecting a major incident to take place?
Looks like I'm not the only one who has a certain impression about Xavier. But this gives me a perfect opening to ask him about the Wanderer. Excuse me? Dr. Ulysses, we heard one of your students was attacked by a wanderer and went missing for a few days. Were you in the area when this happened? Ulysses pauses for a moment before nodding.
I was in the lab preparing for a meeting when I heard a scream outside the room, but I didn't find anything even after looking around. I later learned that a student had been attacked by a wanderer. Fortunately, he wasn't seriously injured.
It looks like Ulysses didn't see the wanderer. I'm a little disappointed.
Did the lab's flux stabilizer show any reaction?
No.
I immediately get what Xavier is hinting at. If the flux stabilizer didn't react, then the wanderer's metaflux fluctuation level must be below 50. There are only a few wanderers capable of such cell. Our search is narrowed considerably.
It's also possible we're dealing with a modified wanderer.
Oh! Jane! Hello! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome in. I hope you guys had a good stream. If you're new around here, I'm Moon. Just a nerdy girl doing nerdy things and sometimes even moony things. We're playing some 11 Deepspace right now, but I am a variety streamer. I also play games like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact. I play visual novels, and sometimes I do art here and there. Caleb 0319, welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. How is everyone doing tonight? Again, I hope your stream went well. What were you guys up to? And I hope my heart rate didn't I hope my heart rate didn't jump during that. Oh, some Wuwa. I need to like, I don't play Wuwa, but I need to catch up on the story. Because I think I was like still in the 1.0 when I last like watched someone play the story. I hope Wuwa is going well. As if reading my mind, Xavier reveals another observation. I nod. Got it. I'll ask Andrew to compare the protocurve data with the possible wanderer profiles.
Wait, I just remembered something. The flux stabilizer can't detect that level of metaflux. However, the research center's RMFMA might.
Yeah, oh, because the new area is based off of Italy, right? If I remember correctly. I haven't seen like the story yet, but I really like Brant. I know like next to nothing about him, but like that he's like a pirate and he's got a certain flair to him, and I love it. RMFMA?
But the research center isn't even near here.
It was moved to the campus earlier this year, so it's not that far away now. It should have captured the metaflux fluctuation and its dynamic range when the Wanderer appeared.
Then can we use that device for a bit? Danny and Watch. I don't know who they are, like, by name. I would have to look at them. Let me see. I can pull up, Google really quickly. And then we go... who was it again? Oh yeah, by all means, Jane, please go get food. If anyone else needs to, like, go get food, water, like, they need to, like, go because they're tired, I totally understand. Thank you so much for the raid. And I hope your food's delicious. Amy and Racha. Okay. Oh, her! She's so cool. Like, oh my gosh. I've seen clips of her. She's so cool. And like, I just need more. I need more like women in gachas to wear pants. Like, cause they look good. Like, oh, don't get me wrong, the dresses and skirts are nice. But like, I swear, like, women look sexy as fuck in a nice pantsuit. All right, rant over.
RMFMA. It stands for Reflective Metaflux Field Monitor and Analyzer.
A flicker of doubt crosses my mind, but I push it aside for now. I wait for Ulysses to respond.
Sure. As long as you have the clearance to operate it and access the system, you can use it.
But we don't quite fit those requirements.
Let's go.
Huh? Xavier picks up my backpack and turns to Ulysses. Stop. Hold on. Where is it? Because there's no telling what Siri will do. Oh my gosh, I panicked for a bit. Yeah, I have a hotkey for a reason. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Aren't you going to lead the way?
The research center Ulysses mentioned is formerly known as the Prestara University Deepspace Exploration Research Center. It houses the RMFMA under a skylight on the 3rd floor. The machine's brass casing and bulky appearance made it stick out like a sore thumb. Yet the screen's flashing indicator lights and fast-moving images exude a sophisticated air.
This analyzer is one of the most advanced pieces of tech in the past few decades, and it remains so today. It can detect the slightest fluctuations in the deep space tunnel. Unfortunately, there are fewer than 10 of them in the world.
Wow. You gotta be careful.
Many talented researchers and professors have turned down prestigious offers elsewhere. Also, they could work with the RMFMA at our research center.
Do Xavier and I need to apply for access first to retrieve its data? Wait, where is Xavier?
All the data related to the Wanderer is corrupted.
Huh? Xavier appears from behind the RMFMA. He removes his safety goggles and takes off his disposable lab coat. How did you... Aside from how did you operate that machine and you know how to use it, I focus on the most important one. What do you mean by corrupted? Did it capture even a trace of the Wanderer?
Yes. It showed that a Wanderer appeared on the university's campus in the past 2 weeks. But all the data has been tampered with. The generated spectrum also has many errors. It can't be used as a clue.
Was it sabotage, or did the Wanderer do it? The hem and cuffs of his lab coat somehow got tangled together. Xavier frowns and pulls harder, but they're still stuck. Raise your hand a little more. As I help Xavier wriggle out of the lab coat, my mind races with questions. Maybe the RMFMA is too old, so it's malfunctioning?
If that were the case, the first issues wouldn't show up in detection and sampling errors. Which means someone deliberately tampered with it.
Once he's out of the lab coat, I meet his gaze. It's brimming with confidence. It's a rare high-end device, yet Xavier seems to know it inside and out and can even log into the system to use it. I slightly pull him forward. I purposely change my expression and lower my voice. Alright, cut to the chase. How are you able to operate this machine?
It might look complex, but it's actually easy to use.
You know that's not what I meant.
You're not really going to interrogate me right now, are you?
I might. As Ulysses returns from examining the data, I let go of Xavier. I step back to make room.
The data is corrupted, and just as you suggested, someone probably tampered with it. However, the research center is a secure, newly built facility that few people can access. If we include me, Only a handful of researchers work here. The last system login was recorded to be over a month ago.
Has anyone else been in here the past 2 weeks?
Ulysses thinks long and hard before finally giving a hesitant reply.
Yes, but it's not anything suspicious. There was a study event here for new students. Part of the event included a tour of our facilities. That was when we introduced them to this analyzer.
The new students who started this year. Could it be?
Those 5 students who were attacked all enrolled this year.
Xavier voices my thoughts. I take out my phone, check the school's official website, and quickly find the article about the study event. 5 students were selected. They are...
Here.
Xavier points to the 5 names displayed on the screen.
All the students who encountered the Wanderer are listed.
The study event, the tampered device, the elusive Wanderer, everything starts to connect. This isn't a coincidence, Xavier. Something's off about that study event. The Wanderer is targeting its participants.
Indeed.
He agrees but keeps his finger on the screen. I look again. Group leader, Soren, vice president of the student council.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president. So, I was told you guys were hunters.
It's the same guy who helped us on behalf of the university and the only one who wasn't attacked. He's definitely sus.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm contacting him right now. Xavier is the first to head out. After saying goodbye to Ulysses, I'm about to leave, but a glance at the wall makes me stop in my tracks. Instead of a certificate, there's an old framed group photo at the top. It's yellowed with age, and the faces in that photo are all a bit blurry. Yet the person who's on the edge? I look closer, and that indistinct figure suddenly comes into focus. It's Xavier. I sit on a bench near the basketball court. I watch the ball arc through the air and precisely hit the back rim of the hoop. It bounces back into Xavier's hand. It's hard to fully appreciate this rare sunset, something I haven't seen much since graduation. Won't be long until we meet Soren. I unconsciously lower my head to look at my phone. It still has my chat with him. We're still a little unclear about the students. Could you go over some of the details with us in person? How about we meet up in 20 minutes at the lecture hall in the main teaching building?
Sorry, I'm at the student union. There's a student council meeting right now. It won't end until at least 7 p.m.
It's okay. We'll wait for you downstairs at the student union.
You've been quiet for a while.
Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Well, I mean... Well, nervous that a Wanderer is gonna show up, but I mean, I guess that's to be expected. But, yeah. But also, yeah, I saw you in that photo, my guy. What's that about? Huh? Really? Xavier stops moving and stands by the 3-point line. He gazes at me.
We know he's in a meeting inside this building. Unless his evil lets him create wings so he can fly away, we'll definitely see him.
I look at the open door in front of the student union. Then I look at Xavier's calm face. I wonder what's making this victim stay quiet about the study event. And then there's Soren. He knows why we're here, but he doesn't say anything. If he's really behind this, that's some nerve.
Maybe he doesn't want to get caught up in any trouble. Either way, we'll be able to ask him soon. And if he still refuses to talk, we can investigate. He
keeps gazing at me. His eyes are firm and steady. I nod. Then he offers me the basketball.
Want to try?
I know his invitation is actually his way of offering me a break from the mission. I can't bring myself to refuse, so I stand up. Sure. After a brief warm-up, I confidently aim the ball at the hoop. But before I can throw it, a sparrow just lands on the hoop. Interrupted by that, I turn to look at Xavier. If the Warner's appearance isn't a coincidence, then it just confirms our suspicion. Someone lured us here on purpose.
Should we call for backup in advance? Or are you implying there's a high chance the ether core is here? I'm going to guess the latter.
The sparrow is attracted to the small balls of light and flies away. Xavier moves closer and supports my arm.
Aim it a bit higher. Good. Now throw.
My accuracy is slightly off this time. The ball hits the backboard and rolls to my feet. I bend down to pick it up. Maybe it's not as terrible as we think it is. It could just be a coincidence. And Soren is a dedicated vice president of the student council. He does seem to be a good, well-behaved student, sort of like you. Xavier takes the ball from my hands and steps back to give me a demonstration.
Perhaps it's because he looks like a good student that makes him the best at doing things behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
After all, people don't write their secrets on their faces. The calmer the water's surface, the easier it is to hide dangerous undercurrents.
The ball leaves his hand once again and goes through the hoop with a precise shot. As it bounces back, I intercept it before it reaches him. You always have a lot to say about other people, but what about you? Recalling the blurry yellowish photo from the research center, I move closer to Xavier. Maybe it's the backlight that causes flickering spots to appear in my vision. My consciousness falters for a moment. Xavier, when I first saw him, Xavier in a no-hunt zone, Xavier in the research center, and Xavier playing basketball at sunset. They appear in front of me all at once. They line up gracefully and blend into the figure of the person before me.
Me?
Yeah, you. What secrets are you hiding behind your calm face? From the distant past to the present, who are you really? Even though I'm so close to you, experience all these life and death situations with you, I still can't seem to fully understand you.
Huh?
Xavier's puzzled gaze lingers on my face and suppresses the questions in my heart. The only thing I eventually say is, I was going to ask if you're truly a good student, or do you have some secrets of your own? After thinking for a moment, he speaks in a calm tone.
I'd say I'm a good student. I paid attention in class and always kept my eyes on the front of the classroom. That's how I kept ending up making eye contact with a classmate who frequently turned around during class.
He looks at me with a knowing gaze. I look back into his eyes and feel as everything sounds familiar. Maybe your classmate just wanted to check the clock at the back of the classroom. See how much time was left before class was over.
Oh. You're asking if I have a hidden side to me like Soren?
He responds with a question. Now it's my turn to think about my answer. Fortunately, Xavier doesn't seem to expect one from me. Instead, he slightly lowers his head as if he's talking to himself.
But the parts of me you think you know, and the parts you think you don't know, they make up who I am. All of me. Right here in front of you.
We no longer pay attention to the basketball. The sound of it bouncing on the ground echoes in my ears. Oh my gosh, is that my heart? It isn't until I see Xavier's hand wave in front of me that I realize the lingering sound of it is my heartbeat.
I think we have a new lead.
I compose myself and look at the direction Xavier's pointing in. I catch sight of an enthusiastic student from yesterday's interview. He's walking out of the student union. Didn't he say he needed a week off after that Wanderer attack? I grabbed Xavier's arm. Something's not right. Let's ask him. Whew. Before we get close, that student immediately recognizes me and Xavier. He excitedly waves at us.
What a coincidence! Why are you here?
Didn't you say you're going to take a week's leave at home? What brings you back? With no time to lose, I get straight to the point. The student looks confused.
Huh? Did I say that yesterday? I don't remember at all. After the attack, my friend said my memory had gotten worse. I thought I was getting better over the past couple of days.
I don't like where this is going. I exchange a glance with Xavier, my eyes saying something is wrong.
What do you remember then? Do you recall attending a study event around 2 weeks ago? Did anything strange happen at that time?
A study event?
He frowns, thinking hard for a long time, and then suddenly something dawns on him.
It wasn't weird, but we did come across something intriguing. When we visited the Deepspace Exploration Research Center, there was this unique piece of equipment on the 3rd floor. For a short while, I felt like I walked straight into a haunted house.
He dramatically gestures, still looking a bit shaken.
It looked exactly like that haunted house I'm always terrified of. I almost screamed. After the tour, others said they had the same feeling, that for a moment, they fell into a really scary place.
Wait, you're saying you all had a hallucination? Who else was there?
It was just the 5 of us, and the vice president. The guide had to step out for a bit, so we were on our own.
Who was the guide?
It's not a hallucination. This is something the RMFMA can also do.
You mean...
To make a long story short, it's like recreating a plane of existence and overlapping it with our reality. But only a few people know about this. We surely underestimated Soren.
Xavier grabs my wrist with one hand and supports my back with the other.
Hold on.
Wait, you know where he is?
The research center. He'll get there before us.
Daylight's last glimmer sinks below the horizon and night arrives. Oop. As we stand in front of the research center again, the building takes on a more mysterious air under the night sky. Soren stands under the skylight on the 3rd floor. His back faces us.
You're quicker than I thought.
I should have known the moment I saw you.
Xavier stops behind him. After a brief pause of tension, Soren turns around.
Do you think you can still order me around, Xavier?
Oh, he's got beef? He has a glance at me, then he looks away.
You can't, and neither can she.
A sudden gust of wind stirs in the indoor air. My heart trembles as I sense a faint energy fluctuation. Xavier, something's here. A light blade forms in Xavier's hand. I also take my firearm from my belt holster. I walk over and stand next to him. I take down Soren before the Wanderer arrives. Before I can get closer, Soren disappears. I hear his voice behind me.
It's too late. It'll take you to the place you've always wanted to visit.
He can also teleport. Could he be? The intensity of the energy fluctuation significantly soars. Xavier's hunter watch as well as mine beep at the same time before I can react. In a shadowy corner where the moonbeam doesn't reach, a colossal beast has stirred to life. It's energy. It's fierce.
A wanderer with an ether core.
Uh-oh. It can't stay here. We need to lure it out. The light blade cleaves through the heavy darkness. Its shockwaves ripple to the end of the corridor. The wanderer pauses its assault before creating an even fiercer wall of wind. It charges towards us once again.
You took the bait.
A huge shadow looms over us. I turn around and aim my gun. The expected protofield doesn't materialize. Instead, I feel a sudden coolness on my face as I'm being pushed through a barrier. At the corner of my eye, the arm of FMA lights up again. Before everything goes completely dark, I reach for Xavier's hand. I grab nothing. Whoop. Nebulae tranquilly hang in the sky as if they're the eyes of the universe. Faint rays of light spill over the shadows of trees that sway like waves. This feels like a protofield. Countless waves of both strong and subtle forces swirl through my heart. I stand in this unfamiliar forest enveloped in a thick fog. This definitely isn't a regular protofield. The energy here is erratic and the fluctuations are violent. Xavier, can you hear me? I call to him several times, but only the wind's rustling of branches answers me. He's probably dragged into the protofield too. I have to find him quickly. I look up and a meteor streaks across the sky. It leaves behind a trail of fire as it flies past the tops of tall trees. Meteor. Several more follow suit before I can say more. All of them are heading toward one side of the forest. I can't help but follow them. In an instant, the night sky is ablaze with countless rays of light. Meteors pour down like rain. They disperse the fog and darkness which plague the forest as they fall in the same direction. Are they guiding me? I walk faster, gradually quickening my pace until I break into a sprint. Like me, the meteors fall even more intensely and rapidly, as if they're urging me to run with all my might.
Hey, is that you?
This voice! Xavier!
Answer me. Where are you?
Even though I can clearly hear Xavier's voice, I don't know where it's coming from. Is it in front of me, or is it echoing from the depths of my heart? Brilliant arcs of light flash before me as the wind's whistle resounds in my ears. My heart surges, overwhelmed by the surrounding chaotic energy. I have a bad feeling. Please stay safe, Xavier. I hope nothing bad happened to you. As I traverse the dense forest, a mirror like a lake suddenly comes into view. Meteors streak down, falling into the expanse where the lake meets the sky. The energy fluctuation gets even stronger now. It pulls at my heart to the point where I struggle to breathe. Overwhelmed, I stumbled and sink to my knees.
I'm not interested in playing hide and seek. Come out.
Xavier? I frantically look around and spot Xavier near the lake's shore. Another figure quickly appears in front of him.
We're old friends at the end of the day, right? But you decided to greet me with a sword. That's cruel.
Soren. No, it's just an illusion. Soren adjusts his glasses, and his previously friendly, bashful expression vanishes.
You haven't changed even after all these years. You're still afraid of Starfall Forest.
As if you're any different. To you, the ends always justify the means.
What are you trying to say? You have no right to criticize me!
Now he's crashing out. Soren's laughter, twisted with rage, contorts his features into an unsettling and unrecognizable expression. Boop, boop, boop.
I used my life's work on you. I did everything I could to help you pass through the deep space tunnel. And what did I get in return? I was abandoned, trampled on, and turned into an outcast in this time and space.
Those were the rewards for your choices.
This figure vanishes with his words. He reappears in front of Soren in a blink of an eye, the tip of his sword poised to kill. Countless sharp light rays rain down on Soren. Only his panicked voice can be heard within the dazzling spectacle of light.
You. Killing an apparition is a waste of time.
Then why did you dodge?
A beam of light descends, and the apparition is sliced in half. It's not just an illusion. Somehow it and his actual body are connected. Struggling, I rush to help Xavier, but I fall again. The energy in the surrounding area has changed. Wait, Xavier's flurry of attacks continues, and there's no room for counterattacks. Nothing is out of ordinary in terms of his appearance, yet his usually serene sparks of light scatter and fly chaotically around him, as if they've lost control, agitated or consumed by something.
It's time to put an end to this charade.
Wait! You can kill me. But what about her?
The meteor falls into the center of the lake. It awakens the sparkling light that twirls into a vague illusion. Hi, Razor! Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Just playing some more Love and Deepspace. We're doing a little side story with Xavier. The silhouette wears a hunter's uniform. It's hard to make out, yet it's unmistakably familiar. It's me? Oh, I'm glad you're chilling and relaxing. My head hurts. But why? Yet, it's at that moment I realize something. Soren created this illusion to distract Xavier. He's using the lapse in judgment to attack Xavier's mind with his evil. In any other situation, Xavier would have no difficulty dealing with this type of evil. But with how chaotic the proto field is along with his power. Xavier falters, but he slowly regains his footing. When he raises his head, his unfocused eyes resemble the frozen lake. They're cold and empty. Remember how blind you are? Oh.
It can't be her. She's not a sacrifice. I will put an end to everything.
Oop. Xavier! I'm right here! That's an illusion! Perhaps weakened by Xavier's attacks, the bullet makes the apparition stagger. With a reluctant, sullen expression, the apparition dissipates. The energy fluctuation also comes down. Hi, Eden! Stream's going well. Just doing some more story for Love and Deepspace. We're doing a little side story with Xavier. Trying to find some ether cores. I still, even to this day, because I only play the story on stream, but to this day, I still don't quite understand what's going on in the story. I should probably watch one of those Love and Deepspace lore explained videos. I know there's one that exists. But I do still enjoy playing the game regardless. Although, ooh, gotcha. Yeah, thanks for hopping in, Eden. Ooh, are you excited for tomorrow? Ooh, chat. Era of Eden, my good friend and who I mod for, is doing a 24-hour stream starting tomorrow. You guys should totally go check him out. It's gonna be a blast. Even though the apparition on the Wanderer's surface is gone, Xavier continues to head toward the center of the lake. His expression is cold and his movements are stiff. It's as though an invisible force is pulling him along. This isn't good. The evil is still controlling Xavier. I rush out to stop him. Xavier! Ooh!
A planet that uses to survive.
Xavier!
Doesn't deserve to be saved.
Come back to reality, Xavier. Don't lose yourself in the illusion. Look, I'm right here.
You are...
What's wrong? You hurt?
You can't stay here. Run. Otherwise, you'll... as well.
His power is fading. Is the space trying to consume him? What's going on? Why can't I control your evil?
It's okay. Starfall Forest will stop once it has enough power. It will. I didn't protect you before. At least, it chose me this time.
Enough power. In that case, the Ether Core's power should satisfy it.
No.
Well, hopefully we brought him out of that genjutsu. Xavier?
You really are reckless.
Oh. All right, so, where are we hiding Soren's body? Do you recognize me, Xavier?
Hey. Are you okay?
Don't move. I apply medicine to the wound on his arm, but he abruptly pulls away. I almost dropped the bandage. Xavier ignores my command and grabs my shoulders. He gives me a once-over. I'm fine. Don't tell me you're underestimating the power of an ether core.
I underestimated you. An ether core's power isn't something anyone should mess with. If you use it carelessly, the protofield would have devoured you. What then?
I couldn't just stand there and watch you get consumed. Saving you took priority.
You didn't answer the question. What will happen then?
His hands grip my shoulders more tightly. I glance at Xavier's pursed lips and pat at his tense arm. Xavier, are you mad? I'll admit I was a little reckless. But wouldn't you have done the same thing if it were me? Don't be upset. It won't help you heal and might affect your evil.
You always have so many reasons, but you never listen to me.
I will next time. I poke his face again and again until he reveals a helpless smile. He takes the bandage beside him. He quickly wraps it around his arm a couple times, then stands up.
The energy fluctuations around us have only temporarily subsided. They could spike again at any moment. And Soren is adding fuel to the fire. We need to get out of here before he makes his next move.
Again, where are we hiding his body? While you're still unconscious, I use my evil to scout the area. This protofield does more than just devour power. I can't find its boundaries at all. It's like a space where you shout, there won't be an echo.
Don't worry.
After getting his bearings, Xavier leads me deeper into the forest.
The protofield's environment was based on my memories, so there might be something that can help us leave.
I've never heard of a wanderer that could invade and read memories before. Or does this wanderer's connection with the ether core make it different?
There's also the possibility that Soren made some modifications to it.
True. After a brief silence, I carefully choose my words before speaking. Soren, he used to be your ally, right?
It was a long, long time ago.
The light blade slices through several overgrown branches to clear a path. It dissipates into shimmering specks of light.
He changed his appearance and hid his evil. He needs to hide his secrets and also be in a position to strike me down if needed.
I immediately remember the perilous moments I faced with Xavier. When we first met at the abandoned research base with the Luminivores, and the robots watching us at Azure Square. He sent them?
Maybe.
Xavier holds out a small light as if sensing something. He releases it and lets out a dry laugh.
This forest. It's a trap clearly designed for me. This can only be his doing.
He seems to know you really well, but he also hates you. Recalling the conversation I heard, I hesitate for a second. Hi, Delta. Welcome to the show. Did you get food? Did you get food, Delta? But also, hi. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got food. Did something happen in this forest? Is that why you're afraid of it? Moonlight gently falls, softening Xavier's features into a blur. Then I hear his voice again.
Rather than what's already happened, I'm more afraid of what might come in the future. But right now, you terrify me the most.
How so?
You used the power of the ether core this time. I'm worried about what you'll do next.
Delta, did you eat food? You're not responding. What I've done can't be compared to your actions. Oh. Okay, so it's a girl dinner type of night. Well, I hope what you're eating doesn't upset you in any way. That sucks. Well, I hope you can get like a good meal tomorrow and that it's like, you know, good filling and doesn't make you feel weird. Why don't you tell me what you did in the past?
We're here.
Alright, sounds good. Following his gaze, I see a massive spaceship hidden behind the towering trees. Unlike the wreckage I saw in No Hunt Zone number 42, this one is more intact with far more sophisticated engineering. Inside are various unfamiliar devices that are set up to form a makeshift command center. It's surrounded by papers lying scattered all over the place.
You really are here.
You're not planning to use this spaceship to take us out of this protofield, right?
It can break through even the most chaotic gravitational energy flux. A protofield might not stand a chance against it. Let's just try it and see.
He flips several switches. One by one, faint blue lights illuminate.
Traceback 2, Phyllis 1101 PLS, is now online.
Helos. That name sounds familiar.
It's my homeland. A place far away from here.
I silently repeat the name to myself and feel a strange sensation as it resounds in the depths of my heart. I pick up the papers next to him. The messy handwriting and symbols seem like they're from another universe. Backtracker's logbook. Spatial temporal coordinate parameters. You and Soren were both members of the Backtracker?
Yes.
The image of the spaceship slowly loads onto a floating holographic screen. He scans the complex data line by line.
Even though we called it a small group, there were quite a lot of us at one point. But after all this time, only a few of us remain.
Basic spaceship inspection complete. Please enter your password and verify your identity.
Xavier doesn't respond and continues to press certain buttons on the panel. Then he places his hand on one side of the screen.
Your identity has been verified. It's been a long time, Captain.
Captain, huh?
Prepare for departure.
Understood. Commencing pre-flight checks.
Aren't you going to ask me more questions?
Huh?
You must have many more questions.
I mean, do we really have the
I
time
won't
for
hide
that?
anything. Just ask.
Oh, really? I do have a lot. Like, who were the backtrackers? Why did they come to this world? And where did this spaceship come from? However, you said everyone has secrets and motives. And at the very least, I know you're not my enemy. That's all the assurance I need. Besides, now's not the best time for long stories, precisely. But let me say this first. This doesn't mean I won't ask more questions later. Once we're out of this mess, you're going to tell me everything, slowly and in great detail.
I'm okay with that.
Good. Satisfied, I nod. When I step back, my hand accidentally flips a switch. Uh-oh. Huh?
Oh, celestial body of mine, slumbering adrift in darkness,
His voice. Xavier?
which never heeds the whispers of life.
Xavier, that's you, isn't it? A pair of hands covers my ears before the words can finish.
It's not me.
Really?
No.
Then why can't I listen to it? Seeing his ears turn red, I can't help but chuckle. I pat the arm resting across my face. Alright, it's someone else. Or maybe the spaceship misses its captain so much that it's imitating your voice for fun.
Yes, I agree. It's something like that.
Ah. Thank you for the hydrate, Delta. Ooh, this game certainly makes me thirsty. During the brief silence, Xavier releases me and quickly shuts off the recording. I'm about to tease him again when an alarm makes us tense.
Protocore energy is low. Unable to start. Please refill the protocore energy cells to ensure a successful journey.
While the red warning lights flash, a sharp ping shoots through my chest. Xavier, the protofield is acting up again.
I know.
There's no doubt that Soren is manipulating the wanderers hidden within his protofield. He's trying to trap us again.
Prepare for launch.
It's recommended to refill the protocore energy cells before takeoff. Do you still want to proceed with the launch?
Yes.
Understood. Initiating countdown.
Don't worry.
Before I can object, Xavier pushes me into a seat in the cockpit.
Protocore energy isn't the only thing that can fuel this spaceship. Although it can't support long voyages, escaping this protofield should be no problem.
After pressing a few buttons on the control panel, he takes something from the cabin wall and fastens it to his wrist. He sits down in the cockpit and takes my hand. He presses it against his chest, and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Xavier, what are you doing?
I need you.
Okay, but you're going to use your evil as fuel? No! I try to pull my hand away, but he tightly holds onto it. Don't even think about it. The protofield already drained your energy. You're not allowed to use your evil right now. It's very obvious that fueling the spaceship will be too much for him.
It's not a big deal. Using evol as emergency fuel is actually one of this spaceship's unique features. In the past, evol came to our rescue during several crises. It enabled us to make safe emergency landings. Besides, I've got you here with me. You're aware of the changes an ether core can bring. With your current strength, you can resonate and enhance my evil, right?
But
Only you have the power to help us safely leave the protofield. Trust me.
he cuffs my cheek with his other hand. With a soft voice, he makes a promise to me.
Your power will keep me safe.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8.
All right, I'm gonna trust you. My heartbeat races, whether it's because of our current circumstances or the intensifying energy fluctuations. The pain in my chest grows sharper. Amid the blaring alarms, the spaceship begins its final countdown. The flickering lights spiral into chaos. Xavier looks at me, his expression as calm as it always is. He's waiting for me to respond. All right. Let your power flow through me. I'll keep you safe, I promise.
I know.
Violent tremors and a sense of weightlessness engulf us. After countless voyages through the boundaries of space, the spaceship plunges into the unknown once more. Chaotic energy crashes into the spaceship. The air currents instantly tear apart the scenery outside the porthole. I hear a high-pitched whistle. As chaos envelops my vision, only one warm force stays tightly connected with me. It flows steadily from my hand and gradually covers the world in a dazzling light. It overwhelms my senses. But then... weird. It feels like something is suppressing Xavier's evil, preventing a complete resonance.
Keep going.
Xavier tightly presses my hand against his chest. Even in the blinding light, his gaze seems calm and gentle. I grip my teeth and forge that power into a sharp blade. Slowly but surely, it cuts through the invisible barrier along with the spaceship. Space itself is ripped open, which creates tremendous energy fluctuations and tremors. In the distance, a massive shadow looms.
At last, we forced it to show its true form. Get ready. It's time to deal the finishing blow.
All right. Let's get ready.
Let's bring it down together. Let's make this quick.
Okay, no problem.
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
Of course. Time to test them out.
Watch out. Keep up the momentum.
Eat this.
It seems to have changed its moves. Pay attention to its movements. It's time. The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Yep.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
It's been a while since I've seen this particular Xavier
Be
memory.
careful.
Pay attention.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
You're on a roll.
Okay. Ah, the deer. Fear the deer.
My sword is going to get another notch.
Which means,
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
of course. Time to test them out.
Be careful not to get hit. Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat. Go back to the pit you came from.
All right.
Remember the techniques. The enemies are weak. Now's our
Yep.
chance.
Yes, it is.
Become one with your sword and...
I'll show you. Xavier, steady
That's
now.
right.
We can do this.
Ah. All right, there it is.
I wasn't worried.
We did it.
You sure did. A deafening roar fills my mind and strips away my senses. Suddenly, it's as if the rift splits the space. It ushers us into a burst of gentle light and fresh air. After several long seconds, this discomfort fades. I slowly open my eyes. Everything comes into focus, and there it is, the RMFMA, standing serenely just a couple of meters away. We're back in the research center! My senses return to my body. I scramble to my feet and frantically search for Xavier.
You're struggling to find me, huh?
A familiar voice calls out from behind. I turn and see Xavier leaning against a nearby wall. A bright red light at his neck flickers a few times before settling down under my worried gaze. That light is flashing and you still want to crack a joke?
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
He opens his palm and hands me the ether core fragment. It glows a soft green.
For its sake, sit with me for a bit.
Unable to resist Xavier's expectant eyes, I approach him and sit down.
I already sent the collected data and our coordinates back to HQ. The police will also be involved. They'll be here within 15 minutes.
We don't have much time. We need to... I'm about to get up, but he grabs my arm.
Let's make the most out of these uninterrupted 15 minutes.
I feel a cold touch on my ear after Xavier pulls out a pair of wireless earbuds.
There's just enough time for one song. Then we'll be in a hurry again.
Wait, what happened to Soren? Or should I say Soren's body, and where are we hiding it? Who invites a girl to listen to music with a wireless earbud? You should have offered me wired earbuds. That way, we'd be close enough that we couldn't drift apart.
I'm too tired to drift into a place that's far away from you. And I wouldn't, even if I could.
Outside the skylight, another morning dawns. As Xavier expected, updating the intel on what happened on campus is as tough as tracking down the Wanderer. After leaving Prestara University, Xavier unsurprisingly retreats to his bedroom. Meanwhile, I return to the association with the ether core fragment. After a brief mission report, Captain Jenna warns me about our recklessness, but also commends us for successfully completing the mission. With the order to return home and rest, I take my time to visit, to line up with Xavier's recharging period. I bring supplies to the 6th floor. After several rings, Xavier finally opens the door, his hair all tousled.
You're finally back.
You look like you just woke up. Why are you speaking as if you've been waiting for a while?
Well, you just saw me. How can you tell I haven't been waiting long?
He effortlessly reaches behind me to take and takes the plastic bag.
It felt like forever.
I slip on my slippers and head to the living room. Xavier is already intently unpacking the bag full of food next to the coffee table. He pulls out 2 food boxes from the plastic bags and removes their packaging.
Is this from that store downstairs at the association? You went back there?
We needed to recharge, so someone had to return that ether core fragment, right?
Right. Thanks.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to...
Right. Thanks, partner.
Oh, Captain Jenna wanted me to relay a message to you.
What is it?
With mashed potatoes still in his mouth, Xavier looks up with the spoon held between his lips. It's a warning. She said if you deliberately put her team member in danger again, she won't let you off the hook.
Got it. I'll remind her about settling the other 5 verbal warnings she gave me.
In that brief silence, Xavier lowers his gaze and eats his mashed potatoes 1 spoonful at a time.
Did Prestara University say anything?
Surveillance and witness protection are ongoing, but we still haven't found Soren. Damn it!
If we haven't found him by now, chances are we never will.
He casually talks about it, but his words carry a mixture of indiscernible emotions. I decide not to dwell on it. You don't know where he's gone either?
Nope.
As I reflect upon everything, the vague, tangled clues pile up and cast a large shadow behind the clear image of Soren. Getting out of this precarious situation unscathed isn't something he could accomplish on his own. Only a few groups could pull that off. Who's supporting him? After finishing a box of mashed potatoes, Xavier retrieves a stack of documents in a sealed bag from under the coffee table. Inside the sealed bag is a tiny button-sized device. I can't help but pick it up. What is this?
Ulysses found it at the research center. He urgently sent it over. Initial tests show it has a radio frequency chip that can resonate with metaflux fluctuations.
So, this little thing is the culprit behind the RMFMA's malfunction? And even the tool Sorn used to lure in the Wanderer?
Yes.
The room falls silent again. I follow the train of my thoughts and speak up. Can you also use that device to recreate a plane of existence and overlap it with reality? You mentioned earlier that this is something only your people know about.
That's right. But you know I don't like illusion stuff.
Xavier calmly says. I nod and put the sealed bag back on the table. Who can help him make that? Xavier doesn't respond immediately. Instead, he pushes the stack of documents towards me.
Here's the latest analysis and theories based on what we know. It includes a list of groups with similar tech. Go through it, and you'll come to your own conclusions.
As always, Xavier doesn't explain. It's as if he's already at the finish line with the answers. He's quietly waiting to see if I'll join him or choose a different path. However, I'm not content with following his lead this time. I place my hand over his and stop the documents he's pushing towards me in their tracks. I'll read these later. Xavier, I'd rather trust what you have to say right now. After a brief pause, Xavier purses his lips and finally meets my intense gaze.
It's ever.
Ever. Some of the backtrackers are also involved. They know everything you know, and they had their eyes on you for some time, right?
Yes.
That makes them our common enemy, then. Outside, the leaves rustles as the wind slips through the gap in the window. The curtains flutter. My shadow merges with Xavier's, and it feels like the impenetrable door in his heart has opened slightly. This time, we're finally standing on the same side. And that was Xavier's portion of this. Eve of the Storm. We're still not finished with that. But I feel like those three, side stories will, like they're just like kind of like adding some extra context as we move on to what's next. Now, I don't have any more tentpoles, but we can look at a Xavier memory. Oh, the Mecha one was pretty interesting. But we can watch him play piano for a little bit and then call it a night. Oh, this is beautiful.
I hope I didn't disappoint my one and only listener.
This piece feels different.
That's because it's an echo from the cosmos. Since you like it, want to give it a try?
Oh, there was a... I was just staring at him. Sorry. Play the bass note?
That's how it's supposed to sound. Now pay attention to my fingers. Watch closely. everyone traverses the universe's starry sea in search of echoes. Likewise, this piece, it's reserved only for a certain listener's ears. This part starts the same way. Give it a shot.
Okay. How come you're not checking to see if I'm...
The music
How come you're not checking to see if I'm playing the right notes?
told me what I needed to know. When you play it, I feel like the universe's echoes have finally found their answer.
Then I hope he doesn't think I responded too late.
In our case, there's no such thing as too late. The perfect time happens at that moment.
That was sweet. Oh my god. Alright, with that. Well, we can just come back to looking at this one. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night here. I'm getting EP, and as usual, my voice, well, not really my voice, but my throat is kind of like yelling at me to stop talking. But yeah, we're just gonna call it a night here. I'd like to thank Jane. Thank you again for the raid. And thank you to everyone who was chatting and lurking. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, before we go, gotta remember, leave you guys off with some links so you can check out my socials, chat with the community offline on Discord if you want to join, and the VOD channel so you can catch any streams you may have missed, or maybe you want to relive some of my Moony moments. Without further ado, once more, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this waxing night, all the little chatters and lickers and the raiders. And until I rise again, I will see you guys next time. Bye!